I rarely drink coffee in the morning, but when I do, it's usually accompanied by biscotti. That's good. So the first thing we want to do is incorporate 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter to our 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now we're going to do this in small increments to make sure everything mixes. Alright, now that we've got the butter completely incorporated in, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, and we're going to add 2 large eggs. And go ahead and mix that in. You can see how nice and creamy that is. It's exactly what we want. A zest of 1 orange, because we want this all the way throughout. Give that a quick mix. Time to add our flour. So we're going to make sure we're adding 2 cups of flour, but again, add in increments. We have some baking powder right here. That's 1 full teaspoon. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And just make sure to sift it, so we don't want any clumps in this. I'm going to go ahead and just set our sieve to the side and go ahead and get this incorporated. You can see how it's starting to thicken up. We just add the last of our flour. Make sure we get all that mixed in. It's time to set our blender to the side. It's time to fold in a 1/2 cup of unsalted sliced almonds and 3/4 of a cup of dried cranberries. We don't want to break up those almonds any more than they already are, and we definitely don't want to tear up the cranberries. So we're just going to fold these in and then start rolling out our logs. So I've got our basic saran wrap laid out. Now I'm just going to take all this amazing dough right here, put it right there in the middle. We're just going to take our saran wrap, lay it over. That's going to help us to form this log out. So here's our amazing biscotti. It's time to go ahead and put this into the oven. Alright, so it's time to pull our biscotti out of the oven, and look at how beautiful that is. So I ended up cooking it on 375 for 35 minutes. We gotta let this sit for about 25 to 30 minutes to cool off, and then we're gonna slice it and put it back into the oven to cook for an additional 16 minutes. Then we're gonna dress it up with a little bit of chocolate. Alright, so our biscotti is completely done resting now, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut it. And I'm just gonna do nice diagonal cuts right here. And you want to make sure that you don't get your biscotti too thin. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of these up, and we're going to put them on our baking tray. So we've got all of our biscotti beautifully cut, and now we're going to just pop these back into the oven for about 15 to 16 minutes on 375. Make sure that they get nice and crisp. In the meantime, let's head over to the double boiler, and we're going to go ahead and melt all of our chocolate because we want to get these things coated. So I've got our double boiler set up, and I'm using 2 whole sticks of dark chocolate. Now this particular dark chocolate has grated orange zest in it, and that's going to go really well with the orange zest that we've already put into our biscotti. So our biscotti is nice and cooked. I'm just going to go ahead and get some chocolate on this one. And go straight into some nice crushed almonds. So, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to finish all of these up and let you see what they look like once they're done. So here's our beautiful biscotti, as promised. Go ahead and go in for a close-up. Let y'all get the money shot of that. I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I'll let you know how it is. If there are any recipes you would like to see us do, please drop that in the comment section below. And if you like this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe. While you're at it, don't forget to touch that notification bell so that you can get all of our newest videos as soon as they come out. Now I'm going to try my breakfast biscotti and a nice cup of coffee.
I tasted you.
In the meantime, let's head over to the delicious, extraordinary, amazing